Back here inside Sorgenti Arena, Ricky Sobrano here with you for Game 2 of the doubleheader between Chestnut Hill and Jefferson. The men going at it in Game 2. If you're just joining us, Game 1 was a tight one, back and forth affair where Jefferson came out on top, 74-71, and now the men will hope to strike a measure of revenge in two ways, one for the women earlier today and two for a loss earlier this year on December 5th. On the road in Jefferson, or at Jefferson, 66-61. The Griffins fell in that one, so that was a tight game as well against a very, very good Jefferson team. That was another game where the Griffins led by 10 at the half, and then Jefferson shot nearly 61% in the second. That's been sort of an unfortunate theme at points this year for the Griffins, but in either event, Griffins, although they lost their last game Saturday against a very, very tough Bloomfield team, one of the best teams in the country, they did win their last home game. That was 61-60 versus Dominican about a week ago, actually 8 days. I believe that game was a Tuesday, not a Wednesday. And that one they led by 9 with 5 minutes left, ended up tied at 60. But then an Isaac free throw gave them the lead, and then a Tony Toplin block sealed it in the closing moment. So the Griffins now 2-15, 1-9 in conference. Jefferson coming in at 12-9, 7-3 in conference as usual. They're off to a very, very good start under Herb McGee, the storied Hall of Famer Herb McGee in his 51st season, 58th overall with the school. Let's take a look at the starters for both teams. We'll start with the Griffins as it's going on right now. Demetrius Isaac, the eighth man to score 1,000 points for the Griffins, is the point guard leading the team at 17.8 points per game. He's joined by Cartier Talford, who's been quiet of late, single digits his last three. The third guard in that look is Dexter Thompson, 6'3", 205 junior swingman who's known for his defense. And down low, it's Tony Toplin, 6'6", long and lanky junior forward out of Sicklerville, New Jersey, leads the team in blocks with 28. And Chris Evans is the big man in the middle, 6'8", 280, out of Norristown, Pennsylvania, one of the captains on this team. And Jefferson goes with the same five that we'll see pretty much the entire game. Anybody who's seen a Herb McGee coach team knows they really only go five, and occasionally a six-man gets in there, but that's it, six deep. It's Alexander Gorton, one of the best freshmen in the conference, 17.7 points per game. That's fifth in the CACC in scoring. Kason Randolph, 6'3", 190 senior guard out of Trenton, New Jersey, averages 16 per game, all CACC, first team last year. Kylan Guerra will do most of the ball handling. The point guard leads the team with 4.9 assists per game, a little guy, 5'11", $165. In the middle, it's Eugene Sakniuk, 6'3", 235, Ukraine national, a senior, and a transfer from LaSalle. That's a D1 school. And Josh Bradonese is the other guy up front, 6'6", 220 sophomore forward out of Massachusetts, averaging 11.5 and 6 boards per game. Jefferson in the navy unis with sky blue and yellow trim on the shorts. Griffin's going with the white unis. Red numbers, CH emblazoned in white with red trim on the front and yellow and red trim. Billy Miller, or beg your pardon, that's Cartier Talford, off the opening tip. Thompson soars for the follow, but could not finish. Hung on the rim, though. Thompson showing those ups. Talford wearing a headband right now, which is normally Billy Miller's thing, so that's what threw me right there. So Talford changing things up a little bit, changing up the look. Here's Randolph in traffic, down low, Sakniuk, and a foul. Talford thought he got all ball. First foul of the game, 28 seconds into the game. Jefferson, led by Herb McGee, as I mentioned earlier. Among the many remarkable things about Herb McGee is that he is now on, during his 58 years as a player and coach, with now Jefferson University. The school is on its third name. It was Philadelphia Textile, then it was Philadelphia U, and now it's Jefferson U, which is the new name that changed over just about a year ago heading into this season. So he's been there so long, the team has changed, or the school has changed names 3 times. That's absolutely amazing. Talford pull-up jumper, got it. First points of the game for the Griffins. We're tied at 2 as Sackniuk hit those 2 free throws earlier. That's a good sign that Talford is springy and aggressive early. Bradenese crosses over on top one, kicks into the corner. Randolph thought about it. Randolph prowls into the lane, leaves his feet. Corner 3, Bradenese rattles it home. Bradenese, a big guy, but he's just over 33% from deep, so he can take that shot. Talford drives, went for the flush, and he was fouled from behind. Drove baseline, did Cartier Talford, and he's going to the line for 2. Talford looks very aggressive early in this game. 3-point game early on. Too strong on the first from Talford. Talford still leads the team in three-point percentage at 42.6%, which is excellent. Leads them in steals as well. But again, single-digit points his last 3. And in that loss to Nyack, right down to the wire, that was actually an overtime game. He did not have any points. So it's been a bit of a struggle for him lately, but he looks aggressive early as he splits that pair of free throws. 5-3 early on, Jefferson on top. Randolph lines up a deep 3. Got it. Tyson Randolph. 8-3 as Jefferson has hit their first 2 threes. Isaac fades, got it. From the left block, Isaac picked up his dribble and elevated and drilled the 2, the little guy in the lane. Demetrius Isaac, 4th leading scorer in the conference. Down low, Sackniuk, that's Thompson up in the air, doesn't get the roll on the reverse, but drew the contact. Thompson trying to contest the shot of the much bigger Eugene Sackniuk. And it will send him to the line. Sackniuk just over 12 points per game. And he leads the conference in shooting percentage at 61.3%, which is just phenomenal. He can double up the Griffins early on if he hits the second. Nine, 5, 2:10 into the game, make it 10. So Jefferson has doubled up the Griffins early on as they come out shooting hot. Jefferson really only goes 6 deep. So the plan of attack against a team like that, generally push the pace. Pull-up jumper is good from Isaac. From the free throw line, that's his second bucket. As Demetrius Isaac is hot early on, 3-point game. Guerra walks it up court. Into the corner, open Bradenese. Too strong this time, high rebound, Sackniuk. Finishes with the right. Bradenese was wide open in the corner. Missed the jumper, but Sackniuk cleaned up the miss. 5-point game, not quite 3 minutes in. Talford holds, now Evans. Evans coming off of 2 good performances in a row. Talford a 3. 2 short, rims out. Rebound, Guerra. Guerra up ahead, Gorton in transition, a 3, in and out. Back rim, front rim, and out. Isaac trotting it up court. The trailer, Evans a 3. Off left, soaring for the board. Thompson out of bounds near side, and it stays with the Griffins. Nice effort by Thompson to keep that alive. Roman Letterlow getting his first action of the game. 6'6" junior forward out of Lackawanna, or by way of Lackawanna Junior College. Evans will sit. The Griffins, if you've noticed the last couple of games, to try to change up their luck, as that ball's kicked out of bounds, it will stay with the Griffins. Griffins have switched to the bench to my right. So the bench to the right of the stage. They had been on the left previously. It's been the last, I believe, 3 games they've done that. 16 to shoot. Isaac thought about it, but had the much bigger Sackniuk on him. Gets it back, left wing, Toplin calling for it. Guerra, who's a foot shorter, is on him. A 3 Talford, off right, rebound Letterlow, and it's a fresh 30 for the Griffins. Isaac trying to take Sackniuk off the dribble, and he hits. Stepped back from the wing at 18, and quickly a timeout. 12-9. Just the 32nd timeout on Jesse Balser, or taken by Jesse Balser. Not quite 4 minutes into the game, 3-point game. Isaac now has 6 points to lead all scorers. Has 6 of the Griffins' 9. Isaac actually coming off of a season-low 6 in the loss to Bloomfield on Saturday. Only the second time he's been held under 10 this season, as he's been extremely consistent this year. Guerra to inbound. Does so to Gordon and gets it right back. Guerra will walk it up the court. Isaac watching him closely, 40 feet from the hoop. Guerra inches to his right, works left around a Sackniuk screen into the corner. Bradonese a 3, partially blocked by Toplin. Bradonese asking for a foul call, but he doesn't get it. Here's Isaac the other way, in and out move to the hoop, lost the ball, stolen by Randolph, lobs it up ahead. Guerra has Gordon with him, Gordon all the way, and he lays it home with the right hand. 14-9. Jefferson on top. Isaac works left, 18 to shoot. Has a screen set up to his right in the form of Letterlow. It's Thompson instead, deep right wing. Toplin at the free throw line. And gets the roll on the line drive. Soft touch by Toplin. 3-point game as the two teams trade buckets. 15-10 to go in the opening half. Bradonese in traffic, picks up his dribble. 14 feet away, right wing, kicks back out. Randolph straight on with Thompson on him. Jab step, drives left, steps back. Too short from 18 in the wing. Sackniuk the offensive board, looking to self-post Letterlow. Left block, swoop shot, got it with the right hand. Drove to the middle and scooped it in. 5-point game. Sackniuk hot early on. Thompson deep right wing. Now Toplin into the corner. Tall forward. Thought about it. Right back for him. He fires. Off right. Kept alive, though, by Thompson. Letterlow finishes. Thompson, who's been crashing the boards early, knocked it out of Guerra's hands right to Letterlow. So he doesn't get an assist on that, but he might as well. And now it's a 3-point game again. Randolph holds. 18 on the clock. Guerra deep left wing. Isaac in a defensive stance right in front of him. Guerra pulls up. Got it. Guerra around the screen. Moved to the middle of the floor and drilled the 3. Isaac around the screen up high. Left of the lane. Kicks back out. Tall forward. 16 on the clock. 6-point game. Isaac walks it back to the middle of the court with a running start. Works right. Tall for the 3. Too short. Tallford very aggressive early, but he hasn't gotten anything to fall. Guerra near side. They'll post up Sackniuk. Give and go. Beautiful play as Guerra lays it home. Sackniuk on the right block. Right block for Guerra as the defense collapsed on Sackniuk. Now it's an 8-point game. Not quite 8 minutes into the game. Isaac crosses over on Gordon. Thompson wide open fires. Rattles it home from 18 in the wing. Thompson not known for his range, although he did make his first 3 of the season against Bloomfield last time out. 6-point game. It's Bradonese attacking, flips back out. Randolph left wing. Thompson in his face. Now Gordon, 14 to shoot. Tall forward checking him. Gordon, top of the key, kicks back out. Randolph, 8 to shoot. Holding, 6 on the clock, works left. Now attacks the lane, and he was fouled. Shot wouldn't fall. A lot of dribbling there. Randolph finally crossed over up top and then attacked with a straight line drive, and he'll work his way to the line. Son Randolph, just under 77% from the line. And he hits the first. Now all Evans and Dean in the game. Tall forward Thompson. And one more. Looks like it's Toplin will sit. 22-15. Jefferson on top, 12:35 to go in the opening half. Second is good from Randolph, making an 8-point game. Now Sackniuk leads all scorers with 8. He's yet to miss. 2 of 2 from the field, 4 for 4 from the line. Here's Rich Dean, his first touch of the game. Now Letterlow between the circles. He holds. Looking for all around the screen. Instead it's stolen by Gorton. Gorton to the hoop. Hammered by Letterlow and gets the roll. He's going to the line for one more. Letterlow had all coming around the screen to his right. He went left instead for Isaac, and Gorton jumped the passing lane, took it the other way, and now it's a 10-point game as Gorton is going to the line for one more. And Gorton converts a 3-point play, 11-point game, largest lead of the game for Jefferson. Not quite 8 minutes into the ball game. Isaac walks it up court with Gorton on him. Dean right back for Isaac, now all left wing. Evans straight on. Drives at Sackniuk, Euro step inside, and he finishes with the finger roll with the right hand right in front of the cup. First bucket of the game for Chris Evans. Coming off his first double-double of the season, 16 and 11 against Bloomfield. Guerra, short left corner, now Randolph open, left wing 3. Off right, Sackniuk missed the putback. Gorton corrals the second time, goes up. And an offensive foul. Isaac stepped in front to draw the charge. Sackniuk had plenty of time, but he went for the righty putback all in one motion, blew it. It carried back out, and then Gorton attacked. And a little bit overzealous. Isaac drew the foul. 26-17, 11:25 to go in the opening half. Griffins trail. Isaac works left. Sackniuk on him on the switch. Steps back. No good. Went for the banker. Sackniuk the board as he took it away from all. Here's Guerra. Guerra at the free throw line. Attacks and gets the roll. He'll go to the line for one more. Guerra slowly brought that up court. Found a little bit of space in the middle of the lane. And finished at the bucket through the contact, so back to an 11-point game. Guerra looking to make it 12. Letterlow sits, Toplin back in. Line drive free throw, no good from Guerra. And it stays an 11-point game. Isaac walking up court. Gorton out on him. Under 11 to play now in the opening half. All holds left wing. Dean coming around the screen in the corner. He has it now. Evans elbow shot. In and down. That one rolled all the way around. Front rim, back rim, front rim, up and then down. Evans soft touch, his second bucket of the game. 9-point game. Bradanese doubled, right elbow, kicks into the corner, Randolph. He'll dribble back out, 12 to shoot, right wing, working on Dean. Now Guerra between the circles, 7 to shoot, has a screen to his right. Uses it, pick and pop, Bradanese a 3. Off right, rebound Dean, left of the lane. Here's Isaac setting sail as we come up on the midway point of the opening half. 11-point game, in the corner all, and he'll walk it back to the wing and reset with Isaac at the logo, 16 to shoot. Dean right wing, plays catch with Isaac, now all, 10 to shoot. Dean left corner, 6 to shoot, got to get moving here. Here's all, has to make something happen, a 3, got it. About all with the shot clock winding down, puts it home, 28 to 22. Under 10 to play in the opening half. 6-point game. Jefferson on top of Chestnut Hill. Guerra wide open. Too short, but he was fouled. And will go to the line for 3. Guerra got freed up top. Was wide open. Isaac tried to close the gap and contest late. Forced the miss, but it will send Guerra, who just missed a free throw a moment ago, to the line for 3. Guerra good on the first, 2 more to come. He now has 8 His only misses at the line today. 3 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from deep. Sackniuk 8 as well. So here comes Prince Hickson as Bretton Easy sits. Prince Hickson really the only sub who will get any type of run, at least as long as this stays a tight ball game. Hickson is 6'6", 195 sophomore forward out of Amityville, New York. 9-point game after the free throws by Guerra as he hit all 3. That was a game-high 10, does Guerra. A 3 Evans, in and out from straight on. Rebound Randolph, and here comes Guerra. Guerra left side for Randolph. Right wing Hickson, his first touch. Sackniuk calling it for down low, doesn't get it. Back around the perimeter. Now Sackniuk has it on the perimeter. Jab step, attacks at the free throw line. Nearly lost it. Guerra saved it. Hickson drives inside, kicks out Guerra, drives right baseline. Back out, bounce pass. Randolph, 6 to shoot. Top one on him. Drives right into the corner. Gorton, offensive foul. Randolph a little bit out of control. On the drive, and he kicked to an open Gorton. And it was Tallford who stepped in front and drew the offensive foul. So excellent defense that possession by the Griffins. They're down 9, 8:44. Running clock in the opening half. All has it after coming around the screen. Deep right wing, jab step, now Evans between the circles. Sackniuk on him. That pass nearly stolen by Gorton. It's loose on the deck near side. Let's see, jump ball. And it's going the other way to Jefferson. Jesse Bolser saying that Gorton's foot was out of bounds. In either event, it's Jefferson ball. Guerra in for Gorton and gets it right back. He'll walk it up court with Herb McGee whispering instructions into his ear. 20 to shoot. Sackniuk backdoor cut. Gorton knifes in, doesn't get the roll with the left. A lot of traffic there. Gorton couldn't finish. All up top. Kicks back out. Isaac attacking baseline. Wraparound pass. Tallford in the corner. Drives left. Fades and doesn't get the roll on the tough shot from the right of the lane in 12. Gorton fumbled that pass. On the run in the lane. Pulls up. Got it from 8. 11-point game. Tied for the largest lead of the game for Jefferson. 7:42 to go in the first half. Isaac works left. Into the corner, open all. Too short on the line drive. Sackniuk takes down the board. Here's Guerra the other way. Guerra crosses over up top. Into the corner, Hickson. He'll work left, right back for Guerra. He plays catch with Hickson. Hickson top of the key jumper. Too strong on the line drive, well defended by Toplin, and here comes LeBon All. All into the corner, tall for the 3, heavily contested, and he was fouled. It's on Hickson. So that will send Cartier Tallford to the line. He's attempted a game-high 7 shots, but has only made 1 of them. Has 3 points. 1 of 2 from the line as well. Now he's at the line for 3. He's looked very aggressive early on, which is always a good sign. That was something Jesse Balser talked about earlier this year, that in his first season with Chestnut Hill, Tallford, some games is aggressive, some games he isn't. Letterlow back in, Evans sits. One more to come for Tallford, and he hits that too. 8-point game. 7:13 to go in the opening half. Griffins trail as they try to win their second home game in a row. Sackniuk, handoff Guerra. He works left with the left hand on the perimeter. They'll post up Sackniuk, left block. Griffins come with a double, kicks back out. Hickson left wing. Guerra, he'll hold. 9 to shoot. Gorton works left around a screen from Sackniuk. Pick and roll. Sackniuk, extra look inside. Hickson traveled. Tried the pump fake. And took too many steps when he did. Now Colin Flock in the game. As Demetrius Isaac sits. Griffin's going small here with All, Flock, and Hallford all in the game with a pair of 6'6" forwards in front court. Corner three, Tallford. Too short. All the follow, no good with the left. Tipped out Toplin at the free throw line, and he'll kick back out. The Griffins will reset with Tallford. 22 to shoot. Now it's all walking it back to the middle of the floor around the perimeter. Crosses over, left of the lane, threw it away. Looking for Letterlow on the pick and roll, but it was stolen by Randolph. Guerra the other way, can't finish. Hickson the follow, no. Tipped out, and Guerra comes away with it. Good job by Tony Toplin to get back, but the Griffins could not corral the rebound. 20 to shoot, under 6 to play in the first half, 8-point game. Gorton shouting instructions to Hickson, works right around the screen, steps back, thought about it. Instead, left side, 25 feet away, it's Randolph. Hickson attacking from straight on, all the way inside, doesn't get the roll, the ball hung on the hoop, loose on the deck, in the lane, all comes away with it. The Griffins have numbers if they hurry. It's all in a rush into the lane, kicks back out, Flock open three, got it. Colin Flock had plenty of time to set his feet and line it up, and it's a 5-point game. That's what Flock is out there to do. And Herb McGee wants a timeout as it's down to a 5-point game, 33 to 28. 5:19 to go in the opening half.
Why should you go back to college? Because you are ambitious, because you are determined and focused, because at Chestnut Hill College, going back means moving forward. College may not have been in your plans before, but it is now, and earning a bachelor's degree will help you reach your goals. Chestnut Hill College's School for Continuing and Professional Studies offers 13 diverse learning programs in which you can earn a degree or receive a certificate. The Accelerated Degree Programs design focus on the adult learner and provides a holistic overview of components required in pursuit of a liberal arts degree. If you're ready to go back and move forward, visit www.chc.edu/visit to register for an information session at Chestnut Hill College's School of Continuing and Professional Studies.
Jefferson ball out of the timeout. They lead 33 to 28 as we come up on 5 minutes left. In the opening half, Jefferson in the blue, Griffins in the white. Bradenese back in the game, up and under move, too short from right in front of the hoop. Herb McGee can hardly believe that miss, not happy right now. Is the Hall of Famer. Between the circles, all, he'll hold, man-to-man D from Jefferson. Under 5 to play now in the opening half. All a screen set up to his right, doesn't use it, hops left instead. Skip past Toplin, open top of the key. In and down. Had a couple like that in this game that looked like they're about to go in and out, but at the last moment they drop down. So good rims right now for the Griffins as Toplin has his second bucket. 3-point game, back to a one-possession game. Griffins trail. Gorton works left around a screen from Sackniuk into the lane and finishes with the left. Toplin between the circles, nobody near him, so he steps into a jumper and he puts it home. Straight on, 16 feet away. Miscommunication defensively there for Jefferson. 3-point game. 4:08 to go in the opening half. Ason Randolph holds with Tallford on him, works left around the screen. Gordon deep left wing, 12 to shoot. Calling for Sackniuk, has a screen, works to his right, lost the ball, got it back, lobbed it down low. Sackniuk, swatted away by Tallford, and Jefferson will have 7 to shoot. 3:50 on the clock. Guerra will inbound. Does so for Bradenese. 5 to shoot. They'll post up Sackniuk, left block, poked out of his hands, and again it stays with Jefferson. Now 3 to shoot. That time Flock with the quick hands reached in. Guerra will inbound. Nobody on Jefferson was sure who to do it. 3 to shoot. Lobs it for Bradenese. He's going to have to force it up. Got it up in time. Too short. Loose on the floor. Randolph between his legs and goes back up and finishes. He corralled that as he crossed over between his legs. And then he had an easy 2. 5-point game. 3:30 to go in the opening half. Into the corner. Tallford to 3. In and out. Toppling the offensive board and finishes with the left. Talford right now is shaking his head. Can't get anything to fall, but Toppling cleaned up the miss. 3:12 to go. In the opening half, Gorton fires away. Too short on the left wing three. Sackney with the offensive board on the block. He's going at Toppling. Kicks back out. Bradanese a three. Too strong. High rebound Toppling. Or beg your pardon, All. Here's All the other way. Steps into a three. Got it. Had a man on his back, but hit anyway. And it's a tie game, 37-all. 2:45 to go. In the first half, Jefferson has led by as much as 11. Bradanese, hand off Guerra. Now Randolph deep left wing, Talford on him. Sackney calling for it. Faces up, short left corner on Toppling, works right. Muscles his way in, no good, well defended by Toppling. Here's Flock, bolt pass inside, Toppling, and he was fouled. Bradanese can't believe it. It was a slightly late call, to be fair. The official came in a little bit late. Nice look by Flock. And now a timeout taken by Herb McGee, as he's seen what was an 11-point lead wither away. It's now 37-all, 2:19 to go. And the opening half and a full timeout taken by Coach McGee.
Being a Griffin means playing for the love of the game in a community that supports you every step of the way, from opening tip to the playoff push. At Chestnut Hill College, an NCAA Division II institution where the values of sportsmanship, service, and resourcefulness are at the forefront of our athletic programming. We truly know and fully embrace what it means to be a student athlete. As a student athlete on one of our 20 intercollegiate athletic teams, you'll be valued as a unique individual by our faculty and coaching staff who are here to help you pursue your athletic passions while working towards your degree. For more information, please visit www.chc.edu or www.griffinathletics.com.
Back here inside Sorgenti Arena, Ricky Sobrano here with you as we go down the stretch of the opening half between Jefferson and Chestnut Hill, 37-all. Rams led the Griffins by 11 at one point, but Chestnut Hill has gone on a run here the last 5 minutes and has now tied it up on a three from Obon All moments ago. Kyson Randolph for Jefferson playing with 2 fouls as Toppling is at the line for 2. He can give the Griffins their first lead of the game. And obviously for any team, if one of their top players, as the Griffins take the lead, if any of their top players is in foul trouble, it's an issue, but it's even a bigger problem for Jefferson because they only go 6 deep. So Randolph will have to play with the 2 fouls. Now Evans in for Toppling, 39-37 as Toppling hits both. Toppling now a game-high 10 points, tied with Guerra of Jefferson, the only 2 guys in double figures. Left wing, Bradanese backs out. Now Randolph steps into a 3. Got it. Kyson Randolph puts Jefferson back on top. That's his second triple. And he now has 10, so he joins the party in double figures. All a lot of dribbling on the perimeter here. Picks up his dribble, top of the key, kicks out tall for it. Evans calling for it down low, trying to post up Hickson. They lob it for him, but Bradanese sifted out, came with the help and stole it. Gorton up ahead to the hoop. And he got it to go off the window through the foul. It's on Flock. Jesse Balzer not happy. For one, I'm sure with the turnover, and then probably with the foul by Flock as well. 42-39. Jefferson back on top as All sits. Isaac back in. Toppling in as well. Evans will sit. Gordon hits the second, or rather completes the 3-point play. 43-39. So we come up on a minute to play in the opening half. Isaac deep right wing. Works left with the left hand. Letterlow. Top of the key. Back for Isaac, 14 to shoot. Talford coming around the screen, between the circles, jab step, works left, a floater with the right, no good, off left. From the middle of the lane, an 8. Here's Guerra the other way for Jefferson. Randolph right wing. He's been hot, has 10 points. Looking to post up Bradenese, right block, working on Letterlow. Spins baseline, wraps around the hoop, no good. Came up a little bit short. Nice D by Letterlow. Top one. Right back for Isaac. Under a minute to play in the opening half. 4-point game, Griffins trail. Handoff Flock, right wing, works left. Hit a 3 earlier, did Flock. Back for Isaac. Pass was a bit too far for him. Nice job to save it from carrying out of bounds, far side. Toplin, left block, backing in, goes with the left and finished through the contact. Going to the line for one more. Toplin hung in the air, took the hit, and then hit the shot. 2-point game with one more to come. Dean and All in as Flock and Talford sit. Toplin now a game-high 12. But rims out the free throw. 2-point game, 35 seconds on a running clock. In the opening half, Guerra will walk it up. About a 9-second difference between shot and game clock. Guerra with Isaac on his back at the logo. He'll get moving with about 8 seconds on the clock. Walks it tentatively up, works left around the screen, lobs it down low. Hickson 2 to shoot, no good. Dean the board, and here comes Letterlow, 8 to shoot for the Griffins. Isaac middle of the floor, leads for Toplin to the hoop. Scoop shot, got it to go. On the finger roll with the left, tie game, 1 on the clock, and that's it. Guerra will not get up the 80-foot heave in time, and at the end of the opening half, we are tied at 43 in what's shaping up to be a high-scoring contest. Griffins and the Jefferson Rams all knotted up. Back here inside Sorgenti Arena, a couple minutes away from the start of the second half between Chestnut Hill and Jefferson in game 2 of this doubleheader. Tight game, 43-all as we get set to start the second. Griffins were down by as much as 11 in the opening half, but clawed all the way back, ended up taking their first lead late in the first, and then we're at 43-all as we get set for the second. Griffins in the opening half, 53.1% from the field, 3 of 12 from deep, 6 of 8 from the line. Jefferson, 14 of 34, that's 41.2%, 4 of 12 from deep, and 11 of 12 from the line. That's really how they've stayed in it. The free throw discrepancy, because the Griffins shot such a high percentage. Chestnut Hill turned it over 5 times, Jefferson 3, so a pretty clean half. And the offensive rebounds and rebounds as a whole close. Griffins 19 overall, 7 offensive boards. Jefferson 17, but 1 more offensive board. So Griffins ball to begin the second half. They can take the lead with a bucket here. Chestnut Hill in white, Jefferson in navy with sky blue trim. Griffins going with the same 5. There's Evans down low, had it taken away by Gorton. It's Gorton with Sakniuk, Guerra, Bradanese, and Randolph, who has it now. Tall forward on him. Evans comes with the hedge on the screen all the way to the hoop. And Randolph was fouled. Randolph galloped in with those long strides, and he's going to the line 4-2. Mentioned Evans and Tallford, the other 3 out there for the Griffins. Isaac, Thompson, and Toplin. Randolph too strong on the first. Tony Toplin, a game-high 14. He's the only Griffin in double figures. 3 Jefferson players in double figures. That's Guerra 10, Gorton with 12, and Randolph has 10, making 11 as he splits that pair. Jefferson now the first lead of the second half. Isaac hops right. Guerra on him. Toplin calling for it down. Well, he has it. Right block with the left-hand dribble. Kicks back out Evans. Thought about the 3. He'll repost Toplin instead, who faces up, fades away, and puts it home from 16 in the wing. Tony Toplin continues his hot shooting. He has 16, 1 off of his career high. Gorton behind the back dribble, left wing Tallford all over him. Gets around the screen from Sakniuk, where he threw it away, but Bradanese saved it. Far corner. 10 to shoot as Randolph resets, drives inside, no good with the right hand off glass. Sakniuk kept it alive momentarily, and here comes Isaac the other way. Isaac, left wing, 12 feet away, kicks out Evans. Jab, step, cut off, steps back, got it. Evans from the elbow with the touch from the outside, and he's now 3 of 5 for 6 points. That will put the Griffins on top by 3. Not quite 2 minutes into the opening half. Bradanese holds, now Guerra. Isaac in his face. Sakniuk thought about the 3, not really his shot though. Bradanese will try though. Too short, doesn't get the roll from the left wing. Rebound Thompson, and here comes Isaac the other way. And off for Thompson. Right back for Isaac, left side, 40 feet away. He will reset as Jesse Balser shouts out the play call from the sideline. Evans, shot fake, now puts it up. Too short from 3, tipped by Randolph, and corralled by Bradanese. Guerra the other way, handoff for Randolph to trail. Randolph cut off by Thompson, and they'll reset with Guerra. Now Bradanese, Sakniuk, right wing, 16 to shoot. Has Gorton around the screen. Gorton, well defended by Tallford. A leaner, no good from the left wing. And 12, rebound Evans. Gorton was open for a moment around that screen, but Tallford stayed with him. Evans a 3. Had a good look, but too short. Rebound right to Isaac, and he puts it home from 16 in the wing. 5-point game, largest lead of the game for the Griffins. Not quite 3 minutes into the second half. Randolph, now Sakniuk, left block, Evans on him, works right with the right hand. Up and under, kicks out. And a foul on Evans. Evans can't believe it. Jesse Balzer couldn't believe it either. I thought perhaps it might have been a travel on Sakniuk, as he ended up going with the up and under move after a bit of a stutter step. But it's on Evans, who will sit. It's his first foul. Letterlow back in. Guerra has it. Straight on, 23 feet away. Randolph into the lane, goes with the right, and doesn't get the roll. Rims out right from 12 feet. Isaac the other way, the trailer Talford a three. Got it. Cartier Talford has been aggressive all game and is finally rewarded as he puts home a triple. 8-point game, largest lead of the game for the Griffins. Here's Gorton holding left wing, Talford on him. Elbow pull-up. No good, too strong. Thompson, the board for the Griffins. Isaac into the lane, dribbles back out to the left wing, and he'll reset with 20 on the shot clock at the logo. As a screen set up each way, he goes left for Toplin, top of the key. Now Talford, right wing, 12 to shoot, works left around a Toplin screen, into the lane, all the way to the hoop, no good with the left, in heavy traffic, off glass. Here's Gorton attacking, stripped by Toplin, and Thompson comes away with it. Great hands by Toplin. Gorton looking for the call. The other way, Isaac, double clutches, no good, left of the hoop. Rebound, Bradanese. Here's Guerra looking to break. Guerra, Talford on him, leads for Gorton, left of the hoop, hangs, and he's fouled. We'll go to the line for two. Pace picking up there, which is more to the Griffins' liking because, again, Jefferson, you only go 6 deep. You really can't run. You can't keep up a track meet for that long. At a certain point, you just hit the limits of human endurance. Talford is limping, and he's going to the bench for a bit. Thompson will sit as well. Dean and All in. Gorton at the line, 4-2. Leading scorer on this team, Klang's the first. Alexander Gorton out of Jonesboro, Arkansas. Offhand, I don't think there's a lot of other players in the CACC that are from Arkansas. Splits that pair. Seven-point game. Just about 5 minutes into the second half. Griffins on top. Their largest lead was 8. Jefferson's largest was 11 in the first half. Dean holds right wing. They'll post up Letterlow, middle of the lane. Well defended by Sakniuk, who is very strong at 2:35. 6 on the clock, it's All. Right wing, works left, spins back the other way, picks up his dribble. Dean a 3. 2 short on the rainbow from the corner. Toplin kept it alive. It's out of bounds. No signal, and it stays with the Griffins. Toplin and Bradanese clanged into each other. They were both checking their eyes like they might have been poked in the eye. And the ball stays with the Griffins. Out of bounds underneath the hoop. Isaac to inbound, and he calls a timeout. Had no options, so the senior burns the timeout. 7-point game, 52. 2:45, 15:06 to go. In the second half, Jefferson does not have a bucket yet. In the second, they do have 2 free throws. 2 of 4 from the line in this half is Jefferson, so the Griffins defense strong to begin the second, and they've been shooting it well out of the gate. They've been shooting it well really all game long, over 50% in the opening half, and that has continued so far in the second. Tony Toplin, 16 points, 3 boards, and is yet to miss from the field at least. 2 of 3 from the line, a perfect 7 for 7 from the field. And 1 more point, and he will match his season and career high, which is 17. Did that most recently 3 games ago here against Nyack in an overtime loss. So Toplin poised right now to put up career best numbers, at least offensively. He's the only Griffin in double figures. Isaac has 8. Talford 9 on 2 of 11, 1 of 7 from deep, 4 of 5 at the line. Griffins ball out of the timeout. Isaac will inbound, 15:06 to go. In the second half, 7-point game. Griffins on top. Lob inbound to Letterwell, left block. Turns over the left shoulder, no good off glass. Dean kept it alive, and he comes away with it. Great work by the freshman Dean in traffic as he ripped it away from a gaggle of Jefferson Rams. Isaac resets, left wing. Works right now, Letterlow. Open all for a moment on the wing, but he chose not to take it. Instead, he goes inside, spins, no good, but the follow good from Letterlow. All spun his way to the hoop, had a pretty nice look, but a little bit too strong. It rimmed out, but Letterlow uncontested on the follow. 9-point game, largest lead of the game for the Griffins. Guerra, now Bradanese, left wing. Top one on him, 15 on the clock. Bradanese picks up his dribble, now will post up Sackniuk at the free throw line, and he finishes as he drove left and finished with the right on top one. 7-point game. Isaac will slow it down, screen set up to his left and right. He works right around the one from top one. Pick and pop with him. Now Dean, left wing. 15 to shoot. They'll post up. Letterlow drives baseline. Bullet pass off the leg of All. And Gorton comes away with the steal. That pass nearly stolen. Bradanese saves it in the corner. Letterlow on him and a foul. Jesse Balser not happy, saying they should call it on both ends of the floor. Jesse Balser, always very fiery, actually got ejected earlier this season in a game maybe about a month ago. Forget the exact date offhand. Here's Gordon to inbound, 24 to shoot for Jefferson. In for Guerra, left side, works right around the screen from Randolph, attacks. Into the corner, Gordon to three. Too short, high rebound. Sackniuk takes it away. Extra look, Randolph at three. Book it. They saw on Randolph. That's set up by the work of Sackniuk down low. 4-point game. 13:25 to go in the second half. Isaac taking his time here, deep left wing, 15 to shoot. Now Letterlow right back for Isaac, but it's stolen by Guerra. Guerra driving at Letterlow, and they clang to the floor. Not a shooting foul, though. Just kind of ran into each other and both fell down. So that will be the fifth foul on the Griffins, and Guerra is a bit banged up now. He's significantly smaller than Letterlow, who stands 6'6", 220. Guerra only 5'11", $165. So that's not a collision he's going to get the better of. Letterlow sits, Evans back in. Guerra will stay in, though, because, again, there really aren't any other options. Jordan Purcell is the guard, the seventh man on this team, who's the only guard who comes off the bench. The main sub is Hickson, who's a 6'6" forward. Guerra to inbound, Gorton around the screen. Short right corner, works left, lost the ball, but saving it to Sackniuk in the lane, lowers his shoulder. Evans stays with him, though. Bradanese shot fake up top, into the lane, kicks for Gorton in the corner. 18 to shoot, the post up Sackniuk, right block. Back to the bucket on top one, spins baseline, goes with the right, and got it to go. Sackniuk has an excellent touch in the post. This is a guy who's a good player at LaSalle, too, which is a Division I school in the A-10. 54 to 52. Griffins up by 2. Evans driving right from the top of the key, and he was fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Sackniuk out of Ukraine, the story on him is that back in 2015-2016 with LaSalle, he averaged 6.1 points. Okay, that's not great, but that's in only 13.5 minutes and on 65% from the field, which is just tremendous. But for whatever reason, fell out of the rotation. And now here he is with Jefferson. Tall forward in. All will sit. 3-point game as Evans hit the first. He can make it a 2-possession game if he hits the second. And he does. 4-point game. Griffins on top. 12:40 to play in the second half. Griffins showing a press here as Dean will watch Randolph all the way up the floor. Hands it off for Guerra at the logo. Isaac watching him intently. 15 to shoot as he works to the right side. Now it's Randolph, right wing. Jab step, works left. So we get back around Guerra. Down low, Sakniuk open, reverse layup. He was fouled. Talford crashed down on the help D. And he hammered Sakniuk, which was better than giving up the easy two. As Jefferson reversed that ball to the other side, and the Griffins just a moment late getting to Sakniuk. Sakniuk in this game, 12 and 7, make it 13 as he hits the first. 4 of 6 from the field, 5 for 5 from the line. Dean sits all back in. Second good as well. Back to a one-possession game, 56 to 54. As we come up on 12 to play. In the opening half, it's Isaac working left around an Evans screen. Pick and pop, Evans open. Too strong, had a good look though. Toplin tipped it out of bounds. Beyond the end line, and it goes to Jefferson, and the officials, I think, getting a bit of a mock cheer from the Jefferson contingent, which is on the right side of the stands. Evans will sit. Wetterlow back in as the Griffins play offense to defense with Evans and Wetterlow, which is not out of the ordinary. Guerra holds between the circles, looking for Gordon, who's being denied well by all. Guerra inches his way over to the left wing, has a screen to his right, and Sakniuk into the lane all the way, flipped it up as he fell down. Wild shot wouldn't go off glass. He was looking for the contact, didn't get it. All the trailer open. Too short on the line drive. Triple soaring in for the board is Talford, and it's a fresh 30. For the Griffins, Talford playing with a lot of energy. And he just came out of nowhere from the corner and ripped down that offensive board. Isaac works right around the double screen. Now Toplin between the circles. Handoff Talford, a deep three. Got it. Cartier Talford being rewarded for his hard work. He has his second triple. Now he has 12 points. The second Griffin in double figures. 5-point game. Griffins on top. Under 11 to play in the second half. Gordon kicks out. Bradanese a three. Got it. Answer three from Joseph Bradanese. 2-point game. Bradanese his second triple. Isaac works right. 22 to shoot. Toplin. Top of the key. Works left. Now he drives. Cut off. Picks up his dribble, and that's a travel. Toplin patting his chest, saying that's on me. And it goes to Jefferson. This has been a very clean game. That's only now the 9th turnover on the Griffins. Jefferson has only turned it over 4 times, but Jefferson turns it over the least of any team in the CACC. Gordon left wing, all on him. Works right, dribbled right back into all, almost lost it, but Gordon stays with it. 10 on the clock. Gordon for Randolph. He drives into the lane, hangs and hits through the contact. And he's going to the line for one more. Talford pleading his case, but he won't win that argument. That's number 4 on Talford. So Randolph ties it up 59 all, and he can give Jefferson their first lead of the second half if he converts the free throw. Wetterlow sits, Evans back in. Dean in for Talford, who's still having a word with the official. But Talford will have to sit for a bit. Randolph rattles home the free throw, give him 15 points. Make it 17. The stats hadn't updated just yet. 60 to 59, Jefferson on top as we come up on the midpoint of the second half. Isaac inches left, picks up his dribble. Now all left wing with the right hand dribble. Dean around the screen, back for Isaac, right corner. Evans thought about it. In the corner, 10 to shoot. Self post, nearly slipped. It's a cutting all, and he lays it home left of the hoop. Nice job by all to help out Evans, who was in some trouble after he slipped. And all cut to the hoop and took the feed from Evans and laid it home. 1-point game, Griffins back on top. Bradanese holds. 16 to shoot. Now Guerra resets between the circles. Has a screen set up to his left. Uses it. Kicks back out. Bradanese. Got it. Bradanese on the pick and pop, freed himself up, 63-61. 9:15 to go in the second half. Top one, top of the key. That pass nearly stolen and still all a three, and he hits it. Gorton took a chance, jumped the passing lane, and it freed up all. And that puts the Griffins back on top, 64-63, under 9 to play. LeBon all his third three. Guerra at the logo, 18 to shoot. Bradenese, chance of defense from the crowd. Guerra back with it, 12 to shoot. Bullet pass down low. Bradenese finishes left of the hoop. Beautiful pass by Guerra to lead him right to the cup. 1 point game. Griffins trail back and forth in the second half they've gone. Griffins have led by as much as 8 in the second. Jefferson led by 11 in the first. All holds, right side, 30 feet away, works left around an Evans screen, and he was fouled by Sakniuk, who hedged aggressively on the screen. Second team foul on Jefferson, so they're not in any danger just yet. The Griffins have 7. 8:12 to go on a running clock, 12 to shoot for the Griffins. Handoff for Dean. Dribbles back out, all deep left wing. Gonna have to make something happen, and he's stripped by Guerra, but a foul. It was pretty close right there, as Guerra thought he stripped all clean, but did not. Got a bit of his wrist. 1 point game. Jefferson remains on top. 20 to shoot now because of the foul. Game getting a little bit chippy, which is always fun. Isaac between the circles. Works to left, now into the lane, picks up his dribble, looking for help, kicks out Evans. All right wing, 7 to shoot. Works left. Now Dean hoists the three, off left. From the wing, Guerra comes away with the board. Guerra for Randolph. Sakniuk calling for it down low. He has it left block. Working on Evans. Goes with the right hand. Spins back left. Up and under move. Kicks out. Well defended Evans. Into the corner. Gorton. Too short. Rims out. Rebound Isaac. Nice D by Chris Evans. That possession. The closeout on the three and in the post too. Isaac pull-up jumper. No good from the left side and 12. Rebound Sakniuk. Here comes Guerra. Pace picking up again. Guerra. Corner three. Randolph. Too short on the line drive. Rebound Dean, and a foul on the floor on Evans. They'll say that he hooked Sakniuk, and that will send Sakniuk to the line for a 1-and-1. Jesse Balser irate on the sideline right now. Sakniuk actually better from the field than he is at the line. 53.6% from the free throw strike. And that's way too short. Now that's why. It's always just ironic when you get a guy who's better from the field than he is from the free throw line, but that is Sakniuk. So he misses the front end. The Griffins get a break. 1 point game. Jefferson still on top, under 7 to play. Isaac picks up his dribble, top of the key. Now Evans. All thought about it. Shot fake right back for Evans between the circles. Jab step. Now drives left. Spins on Sakniuk. Goes with the right hand and finishes. Evans with those long arms just reached around Sakniuk and flipped it up and in. 1 point game. Griffins back on top. 6:32 to go in the second half. Randolph at the logo. Handoff Gordon. Another handoff Bradenese. Sakniuk into the corner. Guerra. 12 to shoot. Chance of defense starting again. Randolph left wing. Works right around the screen. Hedged by Evans. 6 to shoot. Crosses over up top. Elbow jumper in and out. Sakniuk crashes, but Dean takes it away, and here comes the Griffins. Isaac, stutter step move. Dean lines it up. Too short. Tipped by Toplin. Right to Guerra, though. Here comes Guerra with a head of steam. But the Griffins get back. Now Guerra in and out move. Fell down. Kicked to Gorton to three. Too short. Rebound all, and here comes all. All 3 on 2. All the way. Rejected, but a foul by Bradenese. Helter-skelter pace the last couple of minutes. Both teams just getting the ball and charging for all they're worth up ahead, and all gets to the line. And Jesse Balser will want a timeout before the free throws. 66-65, Griffins on top, smelling an upset, and their second CACC win. 5:50 to go in the second half.
Looking to take time out for a snack? The Griffin's Den is an a la carte cafe located on the ground floor of Fournier Hall. Stop by to check out the many food and beverage options to enjoy while watching the game in Sorgeni Arena. You can quench your thirst with a water or Gatorade and satisfy your appetite with anything ranging from a soft pretzel to a slice of pizza to a sandwich. Brought to you by Chartwells, who reminds you to eat, learn, live.
.66-65 game, 5:50 to go in the second half. Ricky Soprano here with you. Inside Sorgenti Arena, Griffins on top as we head down the stretch. Back and forth second half for the most part. Griffins led by as much as 8. But the last 6 or so minutes, it's been back and forth really as the two teams have traded leads several times. Jefferson has been in the lead at times, and the Griffins have battled back as well. Jefferson led by 11 on 2 occasions in the first half, and the Griffins by 9, actually, beg your pardon. That was their largest lead. Griffins by 9, about 5.5 minutes into the second, but otherwise, pretty tight game throughout. All off on the first free throw. One more to come. Second is good. 67-65. Now all will sit. Thompson in for defense. Colin Flock in the game as well. He made a 3 earlier. 5:48 to go. In regulation. Let's see what Herb McGee drew up in the huddle on the sideline. Saw him going to work with the whiteboard, the Hall of Famer. Randolph jab step. Swing it back around the perimeter. Post up Sackniuk. Left block. Evans on him. Spinning baseline and finishes on the reverse. Sackniuk so slippery. He has the up and under and also the reverse. Tie game. 67 all. 5:20 to go in the second half. Isaac clears everybody out on the left side. Works right. Looking for help. Has Flock around the screen. 12 to shoot. Now Evans right wing. Isaac back with it between the circles. A screen to his right. He'll back out. Now with a head of steam attack. Step back. In and out move. Hand off Evans. 3 to shoot. Gonna have to force it. Drives right. Behind the back. Steps back. Fires. Doesn't get the roll. A little bit off right. Guerra at the logo. Tie game. Under 5 to play. Flock on him. Hand off back for Guerra. Left wing. They're looking for Sackniuk down low. They don't go that way. Instead, they swing it around the perimeter to the right side. Randolph around a high screen. Picks up his dribble. Now Gorton right wing. Shot fake. Drives baseline. Hit the side of the backboard. Gets his own miss and puts it home from 12 feet. With the much bigger Evans in his face, he missed the wild first shot. And then actually hit a difficult shot on the putback as well. A fadeaway. 2-point game. Jefferson on top. Step back Isaac. Answers from the elbow. Demetrius Isaac. 69 all. He's now in double figures. 10 points after a hot start. Isaac has been quiet. Under 4 to play. Randolph holds. Right wing. Works left around the screen. Guerra in the corner. Sackniuk calling for it. He has it. On the left block. Spins baseline. Griffins come with the double. He squeezes through it somehow. And finishes on the reverse with the right hand. Flock came with the double, and it just didn't matter. Jesse Balser screaming for a foul, saying he wrapped around with his free hand. 71-69, 3:32 to go. Griffins trail. Flock a 3. Off right. Rebound for Guerra and Jefferson. Guerra trots it up court. Griffins in a man-to-man set. Gorton left wing. Works right with Flock on him. Into the lane. Kicks back out. Brett an easy open. Too strong. Rebound for Toplin, and here comes Isaac. Isaac looking to run, but Jefferson gets back. Isaac attacks anyway. High off the window. Doesn't get the roll. Guerra tips it to himself. 4-on-1. Guerra leaves it for Gorton, and he was fouled by Evans. That's a very smart foul by Chris Evans. He was all by himself, and the entire Jefferson team was coming back at him, and he somehow, well, at least made Gorton earn it from the line. That's Evans' 4th foul, though. Gorton to the line. It's 3 for 4 from the charity stripe today. He can make it a 2-possession game if he hits both. And he hits the first. All in, as is Tallford. Thompson and Flock out. Tallford has been sitting with those 4 fouls. All has been on the bench the last few minutes as well. Both have 12 points. Second good from Gorton as well. So it's a 73-69 game, under 3 to play in regulation. Every possession counts at this point. Evans between the circles. Now Isaac right wing, 16 to shoot. And a foul on Gorton as he was battling Toplin down low for position. Fifth-team foul on Jefferson. 2 more and the Griffins will shoot. Griffins have 9, so 1 more and it's double bonus time for Jefferson. All shot fake in the corner. And he'll dribble back out. 14 on the clock. Isaac resets. Right side. Top of the key jumper. Off right as he walked into it. Rebound Bradenese. Guerra in no rush now with a 4-point lead. 2:22 on the game clock. 20 on the shot clock. He's killing some clock with Isaac on his back, 45 feet away. Now Bradenese coming to set up a screen to his right. Guerra uses it, pick and pop. Bradenese a 3. 2 short, clangs front rim, and a foul. Underneath on Sakniuk. On the rebound. 3rd on Sakniuk. 6th on Jefferson. 1 more, and the Griffins will be shooting. 4-point game. Griffins trying to get back to a 1-possession game as we're under 2 to play in the second half. Isaac right wing, all coming around the screen, open, and he was fouled. Shot wouldn't go, but he's going to the line for 3. It's on Sakniuk. That's his 4th. Again, that looms very large because Jefferson only goes 6 deep, and we have not seen Prince Hickson at all in the second half. So the guy who would come in if somebody fouls out is ice cold. All hits the first. 2 more to come. Letterlow will come in for defense for Evans, who has 4 fouls. But first, the timeout by Herb McGee. And Jefferson, it's just a 30-second timeout, so Herb McGee will go to the dry erase board again and see what he can draw up. His team up by 3, 73-70, 1:52 to go in the second half. The Griffins looking for their 2nd win in a row on their home floor. They won their last game at home, their first conference game that they've won as well, against the Dominicans, 61-60. Then on Saturday, they fell to Bloomfield by 28 on the road, but Bloomfield is one of the better teams in the country. And right now, probably the class of the CACC, regardless of who you stack up against them. 3-point game. The Griffins looking to score the upset here. They fell in a tight game by 5. First time these 2 teams met, that was on the road against Jefferson, but on the road is really only about 20 minutes away. These 2 schools very, very close, which is why I have pretty much a packed house here today. A lot of Jefferson fans here as well. All at the line for 2 more. He was fouled on a 3-point attempt. And does not get the roll. On the second, that one went all the way around the hoop. And rimmed out right. He'll still make it a 2-point game if he hits the 3rd, though. And he does. 73-71, 1:52 to go. Thompson in. All will sit, so the Griffins going with their best defensive lineup here with Toplin and Letterlow in. Toplin has been stuck on 16 points for a long time. He hasn't played that much in the second half. Here's Guerra. 18 on the clock, deep right wing, works left around the screen. Bradenese looking for Randolph in the corner. Sackniga calling for it, Letterlow fronting him, skip past Gorton to 3. Too short, barely grazed rim, long rebound Thompson. Here comes Isaac. Has Talford up ahead, and Isaac was fouled. That will send him to the line for a 1-and-1. Foul is on Guerra, just his second. Isaac, this is a big one here, the front end. If he hits both, he can tie it up. Gorton, by the way, now 0 for 5 from downtown. Isaac hits the first. If he hits the second, he can tie it. Gorton, normally 41.4% from deep, so it's been an off night for him, the leading scorer on this team, even though he does have 17, which is right at his season average. Second is good as well from Isaac. Tie game, 1:26 to go. 73 all. Griffins have the last 4 to tie this one up after they fell behind. Guerra bringing it up court. And a timeout taken by Herb McGee. And Jefferson, 73 all, we're tied. 1:17 to go. So yet again, as has been the case of late, another home conference game for the Griffins is going right down to the wire. The last one against the Dominican, that was a 1-point win, so that was tight. Then there was a 2-point loss in overtime to Nyack, so obviously if it's an overtime game, that was right down to the wire. Then the one before that, Wilmington, Griffins fell by 2. They lost that one at the buzzer, so this is the, third, fourth game in a row on home court. That has been very much a nail-biter. And the Griffins trying to improve to 2-2 in those nail-biting games, if you will. That's an unofficial stat at home. 73 all, 1:17 to go. In regulation, Sackniuk now has a game-high 18, but he's playing with 4 fouls. 6 of 8 from the field, 6 of 7 free throw. And 8 boards for the Griffins. It's Toplin leading the way with 16. A perfect 7 of 7 from the field, but he hasn't played much in the second half, and he doesn't have a point in the second half. Griffins have a bunch of other players in double figures, though. Isaac 12, Talford 12, Evans 10, and all 14. Gorton to inbound, near sideline, right in front of his own bench. Get it in for Guerra. 20 to shoot. Works right around the screen from Randolph, who almost stumbled down, and will back out to the logo. 15 to shoot. Guerra taking his time, setting up the offense. 10 on the clock, a screen to his left. Tries to turn the corner, fakes the pass, wild shot, wouldn't go. Air ball, rebound Thompson. Here's Isaac in a rush the other way, leaves for Talford. A lot of contact, no call. Shot was off left. Guerra the other way, under a minute to play. Guerra barrels his way in, rejected by Toplin. Out of bounds, it stays with Jefferson. 48.2 on the game clock, 25 on the shot clock. At least 2 more possessions left in this game. We're tied at 73. Guerra to inbound. Does so to Bradenese between the circles, and Bradenese will slow things down and wait for Guerra, the point guard, to take control. It's Guerra with Isaac on him, under 40 to play. 12 on the shot clock. Randolph right wing, Thompson on him, shot fake, drives right, inside, a floater, good, high off the window. 75-73, Jefferson on top, 26 seconds left in the game. And it looks like, yes, Jesse Balser wants a timeout. 2-point game, 24.3 to go in regulation. So plenty of time left for the Griffins. A full timeout taken here. Down by 2. Let's see what Jesse Balser and the Griffins can come up with after Kason Randolph hit that go-ahead bucket. Give Randolph now a game-high 19. Difficult shot, too, high off the glass as he isolated over on the wing. Randolph now 6 of 12 from the field. He's been really the only guy for Jefferson that shot it well from deep. 3 of 5 from deep. Got an easy 3 of 10, so he's been chucking them like crazy. And Gorton 0 for 6. Neither team has shot it well from deep. The Griffins 6 of 23. Jefferson 7 of 23. Griffins 27 of 58. That's 46.6% from deep, and both teams good from the line. Jefferson 18 of 22. Griffins 13 of 17. So let's see what the play call is out of the timeout for Chestnut Hill. 24.3 to go. 75-73 game. Jefferson on top, and remember, a miss here doesn't necessarily end it, because at that point, there's enough time on the clock that the Griffins would extend it by fouling. Griffins go with all Isaac, Toplin, Evans, and Tallfoot. In for Isaac. Works left. Hedged by Sackniuk. Here's Evans driving, spinning inside, goes with the left, and he got the roll. Tie game, 75-all, 15.9 to go. And a timeout. Evans has been very effective when he's attacked today. And that time he got Sackniuk on him. Sackniuk, 4 fouls. Full timeout taken here. And Sackniuk obviously did not want to foul out. And now Jefferson will be left with what is likely the final shot. 15.9 to go. I would be surprised if they shoot with more than a few ticks left on the clock. So we could be headed yet again to overtime, or yet another game that ends in the final possession, which has been the case very often here in Sorgente this year, or at least the last month or so. So Jefferson, let's see who they go to. Sackniuk has been hot, as has Randolph. They've led the way. Gorton has 17, but he's 6 of 16 from the field. He's the leading scorer on the team, just a freshman. After that bucket, Evans now has 12 on 5 of 11 from the field, 0 for 5 from downtown. So do the math. That means he's been very, very effective when he's put the ball on the deck and driven. 75-all, 15.9 to go. Jefferson will have to go the length of the court, and the Griffins will not let them do so easily. They will press everybody in the front court. Guerra inbounds. Now Gorton, a handoff. Griffins back off. 10 on the clock as Guerra crosses the timeline. Guerra working on Dean. Randolph, right wing. 5 on the clock. Thompson on him. Step back 3. Too strong, and a foul. They'll call it on Thompson. Couldn't hear the whistle. But it blew, and Randolph is going to the line for 3. If he hits even 1, the Griffins will only have 1.1 to respond. Jesse Balser is irate with that call. Gets the roll on the first as Randolph, 76-75. This will essentially come down to a last-second heave for Chestnut Hill. Second good from Randolph as well. 2-point game. Let's see if Randolph intentionally misses with 1.1 on the clock. He hits. 3-point game, 1.1 on the clock. The Griffins, all they have is a desperation heave now. It's into Dean. It's tipped out of bounds. Near sideline. It will stay with the Griffins. They're going to talk it over. And that actually helps the Griffins because now they'll inbound it from midcourt. Clock never started, so that's what they're taking care of right now. And Jesse Balser wants a timeout. 30-second timeout, 78-75. Let's see if they take any time off the clock. 1.1 is on now. I think they're taking a couple of ticks. Yeah, it'll be 0.8. So a catch and shoot. That's enough the time to get one up. And now the Griffins will not have to go the length of the court at least. They'll inbound from midcourt. Officials are deciding the exact spot. Hassan Randolph, big buckets down the stretch. He hit the 2 to put Jefferson on top. Then Evans tied it. And then he was fouled on a 3-point attempt with time winding down. And hit all 3 free throws. 78-75, Jefferson on top. Looking to sneak out of here with a win, and they're 0.8 seconds away. Toplin will inbound. Tall forward, Isaac, Evans, and all shooters in the game for the Griffins. It's essentially a catch and shoot. Sakniuk will guard the inbound. Top one from midcourt. Looking, Isaac won't get it up in time, and that's it. Griffins fall on another heartbreaker at home, 78-75. As it ends on the 3 free throws by Randolph. As his last second attempt, he was fouled by Thompson, so said the officials. And that'll do it. The Griffins fall to 2-16 overall, 1-10 in conference. Jefferson improves to 13-9, 8-3 in the CACC South. Tyson Randolph ends up with a game-high 22, including the go-ahead basket late. Evans then tied it, and then those 3 free throws to seal the game. Sakniuk 18 on 6 of 8. Top one 16, went off a career high, perfect from the field. Evans 12 points, including the tire late that almost pushed this into overtime. And Bon all 14 on 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 5 from downtown. Those are the notables in this one. So the final score for the final time, Jefferson 78, Chestnut Hill 75. The Griffins drop another heartbreaker at home and fall to 1-10 in conference.